Hi, in this video I'll show you how you can use the Figaf tool to create an assessment of your SAP integration. So we'll cover the following thing: the Figaf migration tool, what are the requirements, the installation, configuration, and then we will show the report and show what you can read from it. First off, the Figaf migration tool. This is a much broader term than just this assessment. We have an automated migration that takes your ICO or receiver determination from 7.1 and above, convert them fully into iFlows with all the routings from receivers. You can map communication channels. It supports function libraries, RC lookups, mapping parameters, and multi-mappings. Then there's the part that we want to show today, which is the overview of the migration. And then the last thing is we also have a way that you can track the migration, how it's going. We do have a testing tool that allows you to test the migration. And there is going to be a migration edition that just covers these two things: the overview and the assessment, and the migration edition. And then finally we have our DevOps tool that allow you to transport and govern, including testing, all your integrations. The benefit of this is it gives you a faster migration, it gives you a consistent result, and allowing you to save time and money on your integration. Cool, so let's get started. To run this tool, you need Java 8, either Oracle's or one of the open JDKs. Linux, Windows with a minimum of 2 GB of RAM. Then you need SAP PI 7.1 and above. And then you need a user with good access, including API access. You need a license key that you can get from figaf.com. And I think that was all the slides we had for you today. Cool, so let's get started. First off, you go here to the Figaf homepage, you register, sign up for the trial edition. Once you do that, also sign up for the free edition. Once you do that, you will be redirected to this page where you download this jar file, copy this Java file or bat file into it. As I said, we also do have an option to deploy it in BTP but if you just want to do assessment, running it on your laptop, connecting to the system is the easiest approach. Then you want to put the file in a folder. Let me just find the folders where I put these two things. So I've created a file here, a folder called assessment, where I've added this, and I've added the bat file here. With everything that's needed for that. And then I just press run here, which will then execute this this application. And this will take a little while for you to get started. I'll just pause it until it is started. So now the application is started. We can then go to our host we have specified here, which is localhost 8089, and here we will log in super user. Password is default, lowercase. We go to the license configuration page, and you received an email with the license. So let me just find. So here I got my license here. So yeah, you hopefully have an email now with the license. You just insert it here and you have registered the license. If you need to update it, you just press synchronize and it will fetch and update the license. The first thing we want to do is go into agents and connect it to our PI system. Let me show you my PI system. Sub001. Here we have it. We have a URL that's called this. So we go to agents. We create a new that is called D75. It is 75. We have a username PI. $50,200. 50,204. We are not gonna use that for now. But anyway, that is all we need to do. We can then click here and we can press test configuration. And we can see we got most of them in green. We don't have these enabled, so that is okay. This is more if we want to do some other stuff. Cool. We also need to create a CPI agent. We'll just call it dummy. And we'll just use dummy all the fields required. We're not really going to use it. We designed this app for some different purposes, and that is the reason why we see it in this way. So the first thing we need to do is we need to synchronize this, which means that downloading all the data from the server, from the PI system into the Figaf application, and this can take a while depending on your computer performance, etc. What it is able to do, and your network speed. So just bear with me, I will just pause it. So now it's finished. We do have some errors on some of the data type. I don't think that it is relevant, otherwise we do have an option here to press synchronize and forcefully rebuild things, etc. So if there's any problems, you need to recheck these and press synchronize again. For now, we don't really need to do that, I hope. Now we go into the migration setup. Here we will need to select the PI system. We can add multiple PI system. We can select the CPI system we need to do, and that's the reason we needed to create this dummy connection, because it was defined as a report you want to create when you're creating the assessment. We do obviously recommend that you fill this out with data about the PI system, because, or CPI or Cloud Integration system, because then you can actually also migrate with the single click. So now we have an overview here of the migration, or of your PI system. Once you start the migration, you'll be able to see what are the agent you have mapped this to, what are the objects that you have created at it, which test cases you have, and if this iFlow is in production. So it does give you an overview of all your migration, how this is going on. We can then now create the report for the current month, and this will give us all the details that we need. And here we can then see we have a PI objects exactly once. So we have the sender, or the PI object, we have the sender party involved in this, the communication channel, the adapter type, if there's custom modules or modules in place, what are the operation mappings we have, and what are the mappings that exist for this that is being used. So we can see here that it has both a Java class and yeah, in here we can see all the different artifacts. We can see it has an attachment or function libraries here, and then we have the receiver data here, modules, so you can determine if it is B2B, and then we have, if we have created test cases, and then we have the whether or not this is a successful message or not. So this is a good assessment. It creates a report that allows you to understand what is going on, how you can start progressing with this integration, and then helps you get started with your migration, and yeah, first step in understanding what is going on. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to get more info on how to manage your migration projects. Thank you.